Hello. How is everyone? Had to go back into my connecting software and make sure everything's working well. Um, I think it is now. I hope it is. Anyway, let me see what I can see. Yeah, kind of, sort of. I don't know that I can watch this over in Restream. That would be nice if I could, but I'm not sure that I can. Anyway, how's everybody? How was the lesson today? Did you enjoy it? I certainly did. I thought it was fabulous. I have lost where we are. Totally. There. Yay. Okay. So today was about paradigms. That big O scary P word. How are we doing with that? I know a lot of us have been working on paradigms for some time, but I am ready to get on the other side of it, aren't you guys? Anyway, I'm still messing with this thing, making sure it works well. I can't exactly tell what we're doing. Let's see if I can get us over to where I was. If you guys are here, say something or post something. Let me know that you're here, because I can't tell for sure. I do think I am streaming, but then I don't see it anymore. I wonder if I did something to mess that up. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Oh my goodness. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I can see that Beverly is having trouble. And, you know, the whole thing is having a trouble for some reason. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, this doesn't make sense to me at all. So I'm going to see what's happened here, maybe. Hoping y'all can see something. My poor computer is like, you've got way too many things open. We're not going to do it for you today. I don't want that one. Well, basically all I can say is I had a blast listening to the event today. I thought it was amazing. It shows me streaming over on YouTube and streaming in my Facebook page. That's really interesting, isn't it? Let me try one more thing here, see if I can see things. Facebook keeps changing things. Have y'all noticed? They've changed things all around again, and it's kind of like, don't fix what's not broke. It's perfect like it was. What the heck? Of course, we always fuss when something new happens, don't we? And of course, it's Facebook, so then what do you expect? But we're trying. So I took some notes. I took some awesome notes from today's time with Arash and Monica and of course Bob. Thought it was amazing. If you haven't had a chance to actually watch that, hi Chiquita, I can see you're here. Awesome. Thanks for being here. I was thinking about you, Chiquita, because I wanted to make sure that you actually could see today's training. You can go to YouTube and see it under the Proctor Gallagher Institute for today, day one. Super, super, super powerful. Spot on for things that would help you. Hi, Beverly. Yes, you found me too. Wonderful. Okay. Beverly and I just had a great session. Um, she's in the elite coaching class, and she's doing wonderful. I'm so excited for her. And Chiquia's got some changes that is going to be going on in her life too. And Chiquia, I love you, honey. I really am hoping upon hope for some way for you to actually watch today's training from Arash and take some notes if you can, because it was awesome, really awesome. One of the things that Arash said I thought was quite interesting. Let me see if I can get back over here and see if I can't really see much, so y'all have to forgive me. We're just going all around the mulberry tree. just keep on keeping on. That's all we can do, right? Yeah, I must look like I'm crazy, but that's not a new look for me. That's quite frequent. And one of the things I thought was really, really, really interesting, and I just grabbed my little notepad and wrote a few things down because I was just going to listen. But when you're a student of the mind and you've been trained through Proctor Gallagher Institute, you don't just listen, you're always writing. You're always writing, because writing creates an action, creates thinking, which creates a reaction. So that is awesome. If I can find where I wrote what I wanted to say, I thought it was interesting. And I hope all of you took some notes, good notes too. I found it. What he said, and it's gonna be, make sure you're sitting down. Most people tiptoe through life hoping to make it safely to death. And he said that was a quote from Earl Nightingale. And it's like, have we thought about it like that? We get busy, we do this, we do that, we're led this way, we're led that way, we don't have a set routine, or we try to have a set routine and our routine controls us. Everything outside of us and anything else is controlling us except us. And when you stop, like Bob likes to say when he's doing something, even in the middle of a seminar, he'll just say, stop, think. All this stuff that's running on the highway in your mind, through your brain, the to-do list, the this and that, you're not really thinking. You have to really get into yourself, get yourself situated, and think. What is your life like? What do you want it to be like? Are you one of these? Tiptoeing through life, going to work every day, coming home every day, going to work every day, playing with the kids, doing what you've got to do in this perpetual loop of, like what is that? On the hamster wheel. How beneficial is that for you? How satisfying is that? Not too much. So most people tiptoe through life hoping to make it safely to death. So this lesson was all about paradigms. Paradigms control everything in your world. They control your income. They control your perception. They control your use of time, your creativity, your effectiveness, your productivity, your logic, and most of all, they control your ability to make money. So start to notice what these paradigms are. Start to notice what it is that needs to be looked at. What is it that you need to think about? And that takes us to the assignment that was given to us from Monica, and I wrote that down in a quick note too, but it's all posted here in our group. Write out your limiting beliefs. Now, in order to find those, you're going to have to think. So what is your results, outside results, telling you? What's it telling you about your relationship? How are you with your kids? How are you with your spouse? How are you with your coworkers? How are you in your community? How are you with your neighbor? You know, really think about all that. And your finances. Are you where you want to be with your finances? What's keeping you on a certain plane all the time or below it? Sometimes you may get above it, but the paradigm's going to bring you right back to where it's been used to you being for a long, long, long time. And are you comfortable being there? So that's another belief to look at. So look at your limiting beliefs, make a list of it, write them down. Don't put any energy into them. Don't fix them. Don't get emotionally involved in them. Just be an outside observer of how you are on these points. And as many as you can think of, what's going on with you? How is it with your health? You know, what's going on there? So many things topics you can cover. How is it with your spirituality? Are you wanting to make a better connection with that? So talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Find out what's stopping you. Write it down. And then when you get that written down, really make a huge effort to tear that up. Burn it, rip it to shreds, and put some oomph in it. Put some emotion in it, because you don't need anything controlling you. You don't need what some loving person told you when you were growing up, that things should be this way, and you really haven't thought about it again. But it's not really what you want. So when you discover what these beliefs are that are holding you back, you need to write exactly the opposite. You write a very power positive statement or a command that will negate that old belief that you were having, and tear those up, what you listed, and never look at them again, and refuse to let that filter back into your mind. This is where will comes in. Refuse anything that is not leading you toward what it is that you want. The other thing that was mentioned here for the homework assignment is script out, write out what it is that you really want in all those areas of your life that you just attached or attacked or noticed from your belief system. Write a little paragraph in each area. What do you really want? How do you want that to be? Script that out. Keep with that of what it is that you want. And then once you get it, if you want to, send it to me here so I can review it and help you more. I would love to see what y'all have to say. So there's other things here I wanted to mention right quick. One of the things that he said was, you have one idea that you can come up with today. You have one thing that you would like to really attach to, really love that feeling, love that idea. I came up with one and I'll share it with you. My one idea that I love is that I literally can create my own economy. We all can. You can literally create your own economy. So tell yourself the right things over and over and over and over and over. And this was an interesting thing. We'll share this in just a little bit. But I also wanted to mention a way to change your paradigms is you have to act and think and act like the person you want to become. It's the same as acting as if. It's already done. You're supposed to be there. What does that person look like, move like, act like, dress like, talk like? There's 4 pillars of success here that will help you to recognize and start to change your paradigms. One is your image. Your image. You cannot outperform your image, your self-image. You never can outperform your self-image, but you can change it. So we do self-image work, which is part of what your assignment is. Another one of the pillars is standard. So what is your personal standard? Never lower your personal standard for anything. You have that hard, fine line. And what is the personal standard of the person that you are becoming? That one's personal standard is the one you should be looking at. The other thing he has here for these 4 pillars of success is attitude. Well, attitude's simple enough, you would think, but you just want to always have a positive mental attitude. Somebody else is mumbling and grumbling and complaining and whatever, just go and move away. Don't let that be part of your world. You have a different idea of how you want things for you to be. Is that right? The other one is discipline. Thinking a certain way and only thoughts of the things that you want. So it's all about your mindset. Of course it is. And it sounds like it's easy, but it's not necessarily easy. It changes. Some days it's good, some days it's bad, but at least you have the skills and the tools that you know how to start fixing things. And then you have people like me, an elite coach that you can come to as a mentor and a coach to dig you more and more deeper into some of these trainings so you really get a handle on it and start to change your world. What else did he say? I just think this is great. So, one thing that I do need to stress, and Arash said this too, is that I can't change you. Nobody can change you. He can't change you. But you can change you. Make up your mind. Be determined. Make a decision. Make an irrevocable decision, and all those walls will come down that have had you blocked in and fitting into a certain box, a certain way of being. And once you make that decision, things will start to change for you. But you have these 4 pillars of success to keep you on track. And then when the change happens, it's going to be huge and it will be permanent. And one of the things to help is you study every day. Study the mind. So I was going to share this one thing that I stumbled on the other morning that I just loved. And it's the same as acting as if, or being that person. You have to think and act like that person. But what goes along with that is the power of assumption, which I just discussed this earlier with Beverly, didn't I? And what was said here by Neville Goddard is living in that, which means from the end, act as if. Living in that assumption slowly hardens into fact, even though at the moment of the assumption, it was denied by reason. Logic and reason can mess you up every time. So be careful with that. Assumptions goes forth if persisted in will. If persisted in. Let me read that again. Assumptions go forth if persisted in. Will harden into fact. Learn to assume and learn to persist in the assumption, and it will come to pass. And all of this, everything that goes on in your world, like my number one idea that I love, I can literally create my own economy. We all can do exactly what we want to do. We all are in control of us. We have our spiritual DNA that is perfect, but we have not been able to really learn that much about it yet. So I can't wait till tomorrow. I think we're going to go over self-image and attitude. So we'll dig into this a little bit more. Thank you guys for being here with me. Sorry for the flub ups to start with. Let me know in the comments what you think, how it goes, and be sure to post in here from me your exercises, how you're doing with it, or any questions that you have. That's what I'm here for, to help you. It's what I love to do. That's kind of like what I'm called to do. Okay? So, see y'all tomorrow at 5:30 after we do another training with Arash and my PGI team. Okay? Love you guys. Talk to you all later. Bye for now, I think.